I just want to, congratulate Harvard on a win. I thought they played better than we did. We made too many mistakes, gave them the football too many times, and they're a good team. I was proud of the effort of our guys, not as proud of, the execution at times. Thought our defense played really, really tough. When you give the ball away, I don't have the stats, but I think with 3 times or so, however many times we gave it away, it's not going to be a winning formula, against a good team at their place. So very disappointed with the outcome of the game, but I still see a tremendous amount of progress in our program, and that's what we're here to do. And I also see this as a great opportunity for growth for our 2016 football team. I always say in my Monday media luncheons back in Ithaca, I love playing Harvard because they've really set the bar, in my opinion, for Ivy League football for the last couple of years, and you love to play the best. And I said that I hope we go and play our best, and unfortunately we didn't. So that part's pretty disappointing.
Coach, is it fair to say those 3 interceptions were the difference in the game?
I mean, I think so. I think it's, tremendous momentum when you pick the first play of the game off, right? Down to your scoring territory. Where did it go, to the 5 or something? So I think that gave them some momentum, but I was proud of our kids. We fought back in it. We tied it up. It was certainly a ball game at halftime. And again, I looked at the stats maybe very quickly. I think in the third quarter they held the football a lot, and I think that was really the difference because – and I think they put points on the board with it to go maybe 21-7, something like that. That becomes, difficult to – when they're able to hold the ball and score. That's a good job by them and kind of put pressure on us.
Coach, both quarterbacks were very active in front of the ball today. What do you make that matchup?
I'm sorry?
What do you think of that matchup?
Well, I think you got some defenses that get them off their spot. I think that's the Harvard defense is very good. I think our defense played really, really well and put pressure on them, and it forces them to try to make plays with their legs, which is really from a defensive perspective a real, threat when the quarterback can run. And I think the Harvard quarterback was able to extend some plays with his legs when we had some pretty good coverage. So it worked out well for them. And Dalton, he's a really, really tough kid. He's still super young. He's only a sophomore, but obviously a very, very talented player with a high ceiling. And I thought he ran pretty tough.
Coach, the Harvard defense bottled up your rushing attack a little bit, I think. Did you expect that sort of performance from them?
Yeah, I expected them to be really strong across the board. Coach Larkey does a great job. Has them really well coached, a lot of good players. But also, you kind of have to call the game a little bit different when you're down a couple of scores. And so, it just – you just call it different when you're down a couple scores. You might not run it as much. So, but, yeah, my hat's off to them for doing a nice job on defense.